Good morning, beautiful people. This is Vivienne Hunter. Just a quick reminder before we begin. If you enjoy this, please like, subscribe, and/or comment. I'd love to have any feedback or suggestions on what you'd like me to record about next. And apparently, I need to ask you to ring the bell. I thought that subscribing would automatically mean you were notified of new recordings. Apparently, ringing the bell, there's a bell there, you press that and you'll be notified of any new recordings as I put them out each week. It's usually Sundays and Mondays, one of those days, but there you go. If you want to know as they come out, that's what you do, as well as subscribing. Okay, housekeeping done. Yes. Big breath. Let's get present in this moment. Letting go of the world around us for a little while. Big breath. And out. Okay. Today we're going to deal with or look at, move through overwhelm, anything that's too much. The idea of too much, feeling like anything, anyone, anywhere, including your own feelings and thoughts, is too much, a situation, anything. I've been dealing with some chronic pain for a number of years now, and there's been many times I've gone in and out of this idea of this is too much. Wanting it to be over, thinking it should have been after the surgery. I thought, okay, a few months recovery, and I'm good as gold. Well, I have to accept I'm good as gold, however, whatever. But there's many times I fought that, and it did not help. And massive, massive differences in my energy, in my motivation, in my peace of mind come about when I allow myself to let it be what it is, to do what I can. I do everything I can to maintain health, to promote a return to, the state of fitness and health that I would most love. But to stop fighting it, to get off the timeline that I had and kept then getting frustrated when more time had passed and things were still going on. And I talk about this because this is my specific area that has been repeatedly putting me in a feeling of overwhelm in the last period of time. And there's other things here and there that would happen that I can't specifically recall right now, but this is an ongoing thing, and is why I use it as an example, because it is something that I've really had to look at and work with, work around, and learn to live beside. And we can find a place of being at peace, even when things are not necessarily easy, when they might feel very, very uncomfortable. There's times where I'm just really physically tired. When I'm uncomfortable for a few days in a row, I really have to watch my mindset. and be kind to myself. I take time out. I rest when I need to. I do what I can. I care for a family member, and I do that to my best ability. And on top of all that, I look after myself. Sometimes that makes my life feel like it's shrunk. But this is what is. I also believe that the persistence of what's going on with me is where I stored and shoved down emotions, feelings, fear, pain, emotional, mental, physical. Many, many times over the years when I was younger, I did not deal with some very tricky situations as they occurred. There was some frightening things that happened. I was injured many times accidentally, as well as in other ways. So that's all had an impact on me. And now my body wants to address what it's been holding. So I'm allowing it to. I'm allowing it its expression. So this is not meant to be a meditation which has been hijacked by the story of Viv. But again, I'm talking because I really want you to understand that life can feel overwhelming. Life can require all your commitment, all your attention, your constant vigilance around your thoughts and where you put your attention. And that itself can feel exhausting. And when you're not feeling at your optimum, when things are coming at you hard and fast, when unexpected keeps cropping up and you just want to, whatever it is, you might have been stopped from doing something, and everyone knows what that's like at the moment. Life got radically changed for everybody. Many had to stop, which affected everything from how the everyday unfolded to income. And the others who continued working are overloaded and out there at risk. Crazy times. And this sense of being at the effect of something that you have no control over, that can lead to overwhelm. Things are changing too fast, and we want control, and we don't have it. Yeah, so there's my intro for the day, and we will begin. Bring your attention into your body. Big slow breaths in through your mouth and out through your mouth, connecting mind and heart. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Continue, and as you're breathing, notice your body. Notice how it feels where you're sitting or lying. Are you comfortable? Stretch out, get comfortable if you're not. Is your mind busy? Are you having trouble slowing down? Breathe into that. Just let it be. Just breathe into it. It's okay. This is where you're at. This is what we're going to be always about, is meeting ourselves, meeting life where it's at. Anything else is pointless and ends up being quite frustrating. So maybe you're feeling tension in your body. There's discomfort somewhere. Breathe into that. You could be tired, you could be energized, you could be feeling great. Breathe into that and hold that feeling. Acknowledge it. Be grateful. It's getting really tuned, connected with your body and what's going on right here, right now. Okay, beautiful. And if you haven't already, close your eyes. Continue breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I want you to, if there's something that's very specific that feels overwhelming, I want you to bring that to mind. If there's nothing specific, it's just a feeling, a result of many things happening for you right now, just bring the sense of that feeling of too much. And put that in front of you. So whatever's going on for you that feels too much, feels like it's taking over your life, that you want to be able to manage it or control it or fix it, and you can't. So you're feeling powerless, perhaps helpless, perhaps out of control, perhaps. Whatever. Put in your own feelings. Let them all come up. Whatever comes up for you as I talk. Let it be there, all of it out in front of you. Best thing we can do is be with the stuff that's going on for us. It's there, so ignoring it doesn't help. Slapping happy on it doesn't help. That just makes us feel wrong. We're not wrong to feel how we feel. So feeling like we have to pretend that we're okay when in that moment we're not is really just dismissing something that's very important for you. So be with it. Be with these big feelings, or these maybe not so big, but be with these feelings. Be with these thoughts. Let them have their expression. They're there in front of you, and this is what's going on. And I want you to see them as they're in front of you, so that you can just look at them metaphorically, feel them, hear them, whatever it is for you that feels right when I say it. You may feel that you can look at it as a whole in front of you, a situation, and you can just see the whole of it there in front of you. There may be something about it that you're hearing. You might even hear your own words. You know, when is this going to finish? Why is this happening to me? Whatever. It might be a feeling. You might just have the feeling of it. There's not words. And there's not a picture that you can focus on. Just tune in your way. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Now when you look at this situation, When thoughts come up, just let them be there. This is allowing. Allowing is a magic key. Allowing is the key that opens the door in harder times, in tricky times. And takes us from feeling like we need to control, fix, feeling like everything is too much, to actually having a sense of bigger picture and the fact that we're okay. And it's not putting aside what is going on internally or mentally. It's literally living beside it with allowance. It's knowing it's there. It's not fighting it. It's not resisting it. It's not making it wrong. It's allowing it. It's acknowledging it. It's looking at it, not avoiding it. It's looking at it. And then living around it anyway. Finding what's best for us in that moment, what we most need in that moment, and reaching for that. So look at what's in front of you. Take a big slow breath. Bring your attention to your heart. And as you look at it, feel your heart open. I want you to consciously focus on opening your heart, dropping down the barriers, dropping down the walls, dropping the resistance. As you think it, you can do it. You don't have to strive and struggle to do this. It's an energetic thing that can happen as you ask yourself to do it. So we're dropping the barriers down, 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 dropping the walls, dropping the resistance, letting it all go. And opening our hearts. And all that you've put in front of you, I want you to imagine your heart is opening, and as you breathe in, it's all shifting from in front of you into your heart. All of it, everything you don't like about it. You may have already come to some awarenesses about it, found some inspiration, some wisdom out of what's occurring already. Bring that into your heart too. Challenging times do open us up, do bring us wisdom, do bring us insights and awareness when we seek them. Sometimes when we don't. And it's really, really powerful to see them as they come up, because there's the balance, and there's a balance to everything always. So bringing everything into your heart, how powerful, magical, strong, resilient, hearts. And if that felt like something's there that shouldn't be, I want you to drop more barriers, drop more resistance. Our hearts, the energy of the love we are, can handle anything. can't be invaded. You can't be overwhelmed. Breathe into that. Open up your heart some more. Everything has been brought into this space, this beautiful space. Where there's a power and a process beyond what our mind understands that's now available to you in these moments, in this situation, in these circumstances that have felt too much for you. And you're consciously, deliberately choosing to hold them in your heart, surround them by love, allowing love to flow through them. And you don't have to fully trust that this will make a difference. Just do it anyway. Sometimes faith is doing something even when you're not sure that there's any reason to. But hey, you've had this feeling of too much. It's worth a try. It works for me. It's worked for other people I've moved through this process with. So let it all be there in your heart. And let it go. We're handing it over. We're letting go. All the parts of it that we can do nothing about. We're letting go. We're giving it to the love that we are. We're accepting that this is what it is. There are things we can do, and those we take action on. All the parts that we can't, we're leaving here. And this is an anomaly in the way that it works. It's the same as a prayer where we hand it up to God, to Creator, to Source. Whatever is your name. And we hand it up in a prayer and ask for help. And we leave it there knowing that our prayer is answered. Giving it to our heart, handing it over to the love we are, is giving it also to our higher self. It's the same thing. It's the principle of that, and it is extremely powerful, even though it can't be quantified. And our brains do love things to be quantified and explained. This is a journey of faith. Okay. And the last thing we do with this is we send appreciation through it all. Understanding there's something in it all that's bigger than we can see, bigger than we understand. And is part of life unfolding for us exactly as it's meant to. We send appreciation for it, even if we don't feel that we appreciate the situation. Big breath. Appreciation is our last letting go. Come back into your body now and notice, does that feel lighter? There's some of the tension released. Where you had discomfort might still have discomfort, but is there a lightness now? You may not feel completely at peace, but is there a sense of more harmony within you? A sense of, even though this is not what I think I would choose, I know there's a way to be okay with this, a way to live with this, a way to allow this, and still choose forward towards what I really want. Breathing. And breathing forward, breathing forward, breathing forward. What is it that you feel you're missing? What is it that you feel what's overwhelming you has taken from you or not allowed you to do, be, have? Is it time? Is it fun and relaxation? Time with loved ones, time for yourself, time to create, time to follow a hobby, time to get out and go for a walk or a run or do some yoga, have a swim, walk on the beach, go in the garden and play in the dirt. Under the frustration, under the overwhelm, what is it that you feel like you've been stopped from? And ask yourself, is there a way you can have some of that? Even if it's not how you've always done it, even if it's a modified version. Maybe you can't get to the beach for a walk. Can you download beach sounds and go for a walk around the block? You know, like, we need to be creative. Maybe you can't see your friends. There's FaceTime, there's so many ways to connect where you can see each other without being in the same space. If you can't do something that you've always done, is there something else you can do instead, or is there a modified version of that? Ask yourself these questions, and it's okay. It's okay to not know right now. If you listen to me more than once, you'll know we use questions to open up, to get our subconscious looking for new possibilities, to give our subconscious something to work on and bring us answers. The other beautiful part of this is when our subconscious is working on our questions, it gives it something else beside going around in the loop of whatever it was that we were resisting or not liking. It's a beautiful way to shift our attention, is to come into question. And as well as shifting our attention out of what we're not liking, it brings in possibilities. It may be a day or two, it may be a week, and you'll go, oh, I could be, what would it be like if I, and the ideas start popping in. When you get the idea, follow it through. That's a deeper part of yourself going, ooh, this could be good. This could be a great alternative. What about this? Follow them. You're sitting here listening, giving this time to this process, asking the questions. So there's something in you that wants more peace, to be in more alignment, especially if there's things that aren't easy and you can't change, so you have to live with. So when you get ideas, use them, notice them. If you can't do anything about them right then, note them down. Open up your phone and write them somewhere, like whatever you can. Don't lose those ideas, follow them. And thank yourself. Say, thank you, beautiful mind. What else is possible here? What other ideas are there? What other possibilities could allow me to? The more you do this, the more fun you'll have with it. Questions changed my life. Questions changed my life. It was the most powerful process that I could know. And there's some things that seem unbearable to touch or look at. Questions are a powerful way of opening things up. And they open things up enough until I was able to bear to look at and feel things I'd never allowed myself. Whatever's going on for you, it doesn't have to be something huge, but it's enough to have you here listening. Use the questions, trust their power. Okay. The next thing I want is to spend some moments thinking of something that you really, really, really love to do. Something simple. For me, big winner is always walking on the beach. How the sand feels on my feet, breeze, sound of the ocean, the occasional bird flying over and making bird sounds. Everything about it. The space, the sense of space. Well, I guess being in North Queensland, our beaches are not crowded. You may be in a beach where you don't get that sense of space, but what's something for you that always lifts you? It could be just sitting down with your child and holding their hand or giving them a cuddle. Listening to them excitedly tell you about their day. Tucking them in. Could be sitting on a veranda watching the rain, thunder and lightning. What's something that just makes you feel good? And I want you to see that. I want you to see yourself. And I want you to bring in all your senses. I want you to think about what sounds there would be, what it would look like. Any smells. What it feels like. When I think of walking on the beach, I can feel the sand under my feet. I can feel the breeze on my skin. If it's in the daytime and the sun's hot and the breeze is cool, like that's a very strong sensation. Sometimes later in the day when it's dusk or even nighttime, there's a whole different feeling. There's no sun burning against the cool breeze. It can be chilly. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Sound, smell, taste, all of it. Sink into that. Picture it, feel it, be there. Okay, beautiful. And while you're there, doing this thing you love, I want you to imagine that your body, every part of it from the top of your head right down, is relaxing. Your thoughts are relaxing. Your head, your brain, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your throat is relaxed. Your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Down through your body, all your organs. Spine, the muscles around your front and back, your torso holding you up. Your heart and lungs and all your organs are relaxed. Down through your legs, your knees, your feet, and out through you flows anything that you don't want to hold on anymore. You're relaxed and letting go of everything. There we are, a few big breaths. Have this sense of peacefulness, of relaxation, even in the middle of the rest of your day. When you finish this, you might have to go back and pick up all over again and still be in the situation that felt too much, overwhelming. Remember, amongst that you can have moments of peace. You can come and sit and let yourself be in a space of remembering something you love doing, allowing yourself to be transported to that moment, allowing the imaging of something you love and enjoy to take you away, allowing the tension to flow out of your body even for a few moments. It helps us bring us back to balance. It helps us lift the side. And as we do that, and we're seeing what we're frustrated with over again, we remember we can put it in front of us and acknowledge it. Allow it. and open our hearts to it. Okay, beautiful. In our last moments, we're going to just be in gratitude. Gratitude to our bodies. Gratitude to our minds. And our hearts and our emotions. Gratitude to our gifts and abilities and talents. Gratitude to everything. And send love to ourselves, gratitude and love. Loving ourselves right here where we're at, in the middle of it all. There's nothing wrong with us, even when it feels like there is. We've just been swept along so fast, trying to keep up, trying to manage whatever, that we've forgotten to take time and check in with ourselves. Gratitude and love. Imagine that you can give yourself a big virtual hug. If you want to put your arms around yourself and really squeeze tight, go right for it. Yeah. And gratitude and love out to all, mine to you. Ours to all, our gratitude, our love, all of us, to everybody, everywhere, to the earth, to all living things, to all plants and animals, to everything, out to the universe and back. Okay, beautiful. Now we're coming back into the body, into the moment, into the here now. Coming back, big breaths. We're getting grounded in our bodies, back into the moment. All the way back now. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rub your hands together. Open your eyes when you're ready. Back here and now. Remembering you have choice. Life will keep happening. When you feel overloaded with too much, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not terrible for feeling that way. But go through the process again. You've got this. Even when you might not feel like you do, remember that. All my love to you, with deepest blessings. Stay well now.